Welcome back to 360 Success Podcast. I'm your host, and today's conversation is all about the power of change, of changing just one thing. You've probably heard the saying, change everything and everything changes. It sounds inspiring, but in practice, it's usually a recipe for burnout because when you try to change everything, you rarely change anything. Here's the truth. Most people fail at self-improvement, not because they lack motivation, but because they try to transform too much at once. Think about January. New diet, new gym schedule, new budget, the new morning routine. And by February, you're running on guilt and caffeine until you're not. Sound familiar? It's not your fault. Your brain isn't designed for massive simultaneous change. Your brain craves routine and craves order. It's designed for focus. That's the pathway to progress. Call it the domino effect, if you will. What if instead of changing 5 things at once, all these different things in your routine, you just focused on one thing, one domino? That one knocks the rest over. Every high performer I've ever met has one thing that creates momentum. For some, it's fitness, because when they move their body, they think clearer. For others, it's sleep. More rest equals better decisions. For a few, it's journaling. Writing helps them manage emotions and plan proactively. Your job is to find your domino habit, the one small action that starts the chain reaction that then leads to momentum, as we talked about last time. Focus beats force. You don't need to push harder. You need to point and focus your energy better. Trying to overhaul your entire life is like watering 10 gardens with one hose. Everything gets a little bit wet, but nothing grows because the water's not deep enough. But when you focus, the results compound. You get growth you can actually feel, energy, clarity, and results. That's what builds confidence. You start to trust yourself again, not because you're perfect, but because you finally see progress. Here's a truth worth writing down. Small changes done daily are more powerful than big changes done occasionally. I'm going to repeat that one for you. Small changes done daily are more powerful than big changes done occasionally. Man, if you haven't read Ed Mylett's book, The Power of One More, it's fantastic. Talks about this concept. And it's just how this one extra thing, going not just the extra mile, but just one more. If you're in the gym, you think you can't do it, you just do one more. When you're at work, maybe it's like me, you're recording podcasts, my voice starting to get tired, and I'm like, oh, just do one more. That mindset creates momentum and growth. It's kind of like the 1% rule. If you improve and get just a little bit better every day, then by the end of the year, you're 37 times better than when you started. Mathematically true. 1.01 to the power of 365. 37 times better. That's the magic of consistency. The small thing compounds, and one choice today sets up 10 better ones tomorrow. So how do you find your one thing? Here's a 3-part filter to help simplify it. 1, what activity, if done daily, makes the rest of your day better? What is it? Is it getting up early? Is it getting your blood flowing? Some of the 30-minute routine we talked about in the morning. Are you sharper when you get to work? Are you able to engage people instead of just stumbling in, rubbing the sleep out of your eyes still, and you're like, oh, I need coffee? If you're showing up that way, you're not showing up. Might as well leave the door open because your rear end's going to be showing up in another 20, 30 minutes after you actually get awake. That's what my dad used to say anyway. Okay, number 2, what habit gives you energy or confidence almost immediately? What is it that you do that fires you up almost immediately? 3, what small win would nudge other areas of your life forward? Look at your life, the different things, how they're interconnected. You know, we talk about the 4 foundations, but if I work in one, inevitably one of those affects the others. And so which one of those if I got a small win in that, would that nudge the other areas forward? When you find that habit, lock it in. Don't chase new shiny things, which a lot of times we can get distracted with. I'm world's worst at that. But you got to stay focused. Commit to progress in one direction for at least 90 days. A lot of people are calling them 90-day sprints now. You'll be amazed at how one decision can shift everything. If you remember nothing else from this episode, remember this. You don't have to do everything. Just forget about that. You just have to do one thing that matters and affects the other things. You got to find that one thing. You do that and you keep it going. Because when you master focus, you master growth. And that's how you build lasting success. Thanks for listening to 360 Success Podcast today. If this hits home, share it with a friend who's feeling overwhelmed and tell them you don't need 5 goals. You need one direction. Until next time, keep showing up one small change at a time.